Greetings, lads and lassies. I hope we all had a lovely holiday season in 2023. We might not have. I've been seeing quite a few people say Christmas was pretty scuffed this year, but you know, we gotta make the best with what we got. Yeah, you know, motivation. But in today's video, we're gonna have a grand old time because it is time for this channel's yearly tradition, building up my brand new BMX bike for the new year. And as a sort of tradition within the tradition, this is going to be the 4th year where I'm not actually building up a new bike. I'm just kind of swapping out parts. Yeah, that gosh darn Sunday frame, it's kind of so good that it's almost ruining this video series, because this is going to be the 4th year that we're going to be running that Soundwave because it refuses to break. It's kind of the same story with like the other Odyssey parts too. Like my forks have a lifetime warranty, my cranks have a lifetime warranty. I think that's it. But I've gotten to the point where it's like, I know what geometry I want on my bike, and I know what parts to get that are gonna last a really, really long time. That's what I've done, and it's been great for me saving money, but when it comes to these videos in particular, it kind of gets in their way. Speaking of things getting in the way, we're in this garage again. And there's airplanes, because we're right by the airport. This is going to be the 4th year to where it's like I only really change a handful of things. And so I'm thinking if by the time the next bike build video is supposed to come around, I still don't really need to change a whole lot of stuff, I might not make a new bike build video for that year. But who knows, maybe by then I'll be able to bust out that lifetime warranty for a few of those parts. But we're here again for the... How long have I been doing these bike build videos? Here again for the blank year in a row, building up my brand new bike for 2024. This is probably the fattest I've ever been. I'm ready to get right into it. So without further ado, let's grab Miss Blair. I'm also realizing that some of you might not know who I actually am. Forgot to do my little intro there. Hello, DenDenBMX here. Hi. So this is Blair. You probably can only see her butt right now. This is how my pretty lady is looking at this current moment, and I gotta say, she's pretty freaking nice. But here's Blair in her current state. She's very beautiful, I know. She's a little scuffed up, a little rough looking, but you know, is it really a BMX bike if it's not a little beat up? Let's actually talk about what we're gonna be throwing onto Blair for this coming year. Starting off is the thing you guys have probably been able to see this entire time, which is a brand spanking new Fiend Garrett Reynolds faux leather seat. I love these seats. This is going to be the 3rd one of these that I've had. These seats are really comfy. They're really clean. I really like this Fiend Starbucks logo. And the thing that I love most about this seat is that it's really grippy for when I need to pinch it for certain tricks. It has very good grip on just my bare leg if I'm riding in shorts, or it also grips really well onto my pants if I'm wearing pants. Let's see, I think it was 2018 was when I got this one part, and so many people have told me that it'd be so nice if instead of getting it chrome, I would have gotten it in black. But that part has finally bent a little bit, and I need to replace it. So I'm replacing it with a black one. What am I talking about? I'm talking about seat posts. So I got one of these Merit seat posts, and I didn't get it because it's a Merit seat post. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the biggest fan, but this seat post was like $10. Now, moving on to what's inside this little lush bag. 2 pairs of ODI long neck grips, I think that's what they're called, which is kind of ironic because they're some of the shortest grips that you can get nowadays. But I haven't ridden ODIs in a very, very long time, and I wanted to try some again. And that's not all. We're also going to be throwing on these 2 little jet fuel bar ends. That's right. I'm finally going to be replacing the oldest part on my BMX bike. Actually, it's second oldest. The oldest part on my bike are the carbon fiber headset spacers. But the market bar ends that I've had since like 2016, those are definitely like the second oldest part I have on my bike. And we're finally going to be swapping them out for these bar ends. I don't know how well these are going to work, but we'll give them the old college try. Now, I saved this next part for last because it's going to be quite a big change. It's actually going to be something that I have never put on any one of my BMX bikes before. And I'm kind of excited for it. You know, I actually used to have a deep seething hatred for these parts, but I don't know, this last year or whatever, it's really grown on me, so much so to the point that I want some on my own bike. One could say I'm going to be exploring my sexuality a little bit. Maybe I'd be changing my gender. Who knows? But the final part in the 2024 bike build that we are going to be installing is going to be some 4-piece handlebars. That's right. What did you think it was, you weirdo? Brakes? As if. We've gotten ourselves some Odyssey 49er 4-piece handlebars. These bars are 9 inches tall, which is my preferred bar height, and there's another airplane. This is, I forgot, oh man. Crazy how fast you can forget about how annoying something is. Ow. So all these bars are my preferred height. They are not my preferred width. You see, these bars come 29 inches wide, but I'm more of a 27 and a half inches kind of slut. So the bar cutting segment of the bike build is gonna be returning. And yeah, other than that, I really don't have anything else that I want to change on my bike. So while there isn't gonna be a whole lot of changes, the few that we're gonna be making, especially this one, is gonna be quite substantial, and it should change the way my bike looks quite a bit, at least in the front end. And I'm really excited to see what it's gonna look like. And I think I have been talking for far too long, so let's actually start getting into this bike build. Right after I say that, as always, thank you guys for all the recent love and support you've shown me on all my videos. It truly does mean a lot. I just can't thank you guys enough. As always, if you guys go on to enjoy this video, definitely let me know and help out this video by leaving a like, leave a comment, give me your thoughts and opinions, share the video around. And if you regularly watch my channel but you haven't already subscribed, then I am going to kick your chest through your back. We are now on the road to 20,000 subs, and the sooner we get there, the sooner I get there, I suppose. I thought I was just gonna come up with a funny thing off the top of my head, and I sure didn't, did I? Alrighty, you little slutty butts. Put these 4P sussies in here. What is the tape measure? If I were a tape measure, where would I be? Would I be in here? There's a ruler literally right here. I don't need that. Pipe layer, cutter. Now I need a box cutter. Where could that be? We used to have box cutters like right there, and they're not there anymore, and I feel like a child that just got abandoned in a national forest. You know what, we'll just mark it with the saw, I don't care. So since these handlebars come 29 inches wide, and I want to cut them to 27 and a half, I'm pretty sure that I need to take 3/4 of an inch off each side. Am I mathing correctly? I sure hope I am. So I'm not gonna put any more thought into it, I'm just gonna send it to 3/4 of an inch. Okay. Remember, guys, measure twice, cut once. All right, let's chop this bitch's balls off. Some pretty noisy bad. Come on, you son of a bitch. Oh. There we go. Once we get to 20K, I'll give these away. So once you got your pipe cutter like on your bars, I'd say tighten it up like that much, if that. Start going a little bit, a couple circles around, tighten it a little bit more, tighten it little by little. That's the best way to preserve the blade on your pipe cutter, because if you put the pipe cutter on your bars and then you just like crank down on the pipe cutter, it's probably just gonna smush the blade and not cut your bars as well as it could. It's like there, so all you gotta do is, and voila, magic. Where'd that little dick go? And that's how you cut your bars. Let's grab these grips. So when I was getting these grips, I thought about what color I wanted for like all of 2 seconds. Maybe I'll use like one blue grip, one purple grip, and it'll look weird enough to where it just works. Who knows? Ow, fuck, I keep hitting this stupid thing. Oh yeah, the compressor's also in this garage, so I can do that to put on my grips, because it's so easy, it's stupid. One side's on. The bar end was still in there. Get your ass up. I need me Allens. Oh, that's right. Jaeger has my Allens. Oh wait, no, they're just in my truck. He gave them back. Putting that poor boy on blast for no reason. Alright, so I think I just put these in there and just tighten this, I'm assuming. But you know what they say, assuming makes an ass out of you and me. They're kind of small, but I guess it'll work. I mean, worst case scenario, I just put the market ones back on. Okay, bar ends are on. That's looking nice. Take that, Pixar light. Another thing I always do, oh yeah. Now we grab the grease, we're gonna need it. Now I gotta put these bars on that stem. Ooh, I'm gonna take these old bars off. Clean the stem, re-grease the stem bolts. Then I gotta put my bars where I actually want them, which can be a very time-consuming process, but I'm gonna try very hard to not let my OCD take control here. Now we can take these old bars off. I need some paper towels. I need paper towels in here now. Bars on now. Now if you're gonna be using the same stem when you switch bars, there were paper towels like literally right there and I didn't see them. Okay, well, I went and got these ones, so I'm gonna use these ones. So you want to wipe off any excess grease or just dirt and debris that's left, especially on the inside of your stem. That stuff is gonna be what causes your bars to slip if they're gonna slip. But hopefully you put them on the first time right and they don't slip. Should be good. Also, we're gonna wipe off all the old grease off the screws, and then we're gonna put new grease on. I'm not using too much grease in this year's bike build, surprisingly, but that doesn't change the fact that you should use grease on your bike, you ding dong. All right, let's put this pretty blue plate right back on here. Did you guys miss the grease can? I'm sure it missed you guys. Yeah, just a little bit of grease on your stem bolts and just on the very tippy top, because when you go thread them in, it'll distribute throughout the rest of the bolt. So what I do when I'm putting it on my stem is I thread the bolts in right up until they stop moving, like very easily. I'm threading them in and it's threading in pretty effortless, but the second it gives me any sort of resistance, I stop on every side and then pull them up and get them into roughly where I want them to be. I definitely don't want them that far forward, but I do want them a little forward. Now once you've got your bars roughly where you want them, you're gonna go down on your stem. You're gonna go down and look at your stem, and you're gonna look at this gap down here. You're gonna look at it on all sides, on the front, on both sides, and on the back. You wanna make sure that it's even. If it's not even, you wanna make sure you get that pretty dang even. So I've put my bars, I'm pretty sure exactly where I want them, and I've made sure that gap in my stem is even on the front, back, and the sides. And now I'm gonna start screwing in the stem bolts, and I'm gonna do it in an X pattern, like a quarter of a turn at a time, and then do that all over again until it gets pretty dang taut. You don't wanna over tighten your stem bolt. That's a really common mistake people do, is they over tighten the shit out of their stem bolts. Don't do that. That's really like the only way people break their stems, unless it's just a shitty stem that breaks. But over tightening your stem bolts is counterintuitive. Trust me. Now as you're tightening, you want to go down and like make sure that it's still even as you're tightening, which it is for me. And now I'm just gonna finish this up. Yeah, you like that, bitch? All right. I'm pretty sure that's on there. Checking one last time, make sure it's even. It looks like it pretty dang is. That's proper English, right? Now the last thing we're going to be installing on this bicycle is going to be a new seat and seat post. So with pivotal seats, it's really easy. You just find the bolts and just screw it in. You know, it is kind of a bummer that we didn't use the grease a little bit more in this video, and I didn't really have any chance to tell you guys that this is going to be the one time you're going to be able to finger or jerk off your bike, which is very sad, don't get me wrong. But hey, I guess I could still say it. The only thing with a pivotal seat is you just want to make sure that these teeth intertwine very well between both the pivotal post and the pivotal seats. Just make sure that they're interlocked and not stacking on each other, because then you're going to break your seat. We got that? Come on, boy. Oh yeah, I bent that post. But you know, I've had it since 2018 and I think it served its time very well. Let's put the new bad boy in there. Get in there, boy! About a fistful of seat posts is what I like, but when it comes to your bike, you can put yours however you want. Excuse me? Alrighty. I think we are finished installing all the new parts I'm going to be putting on my bike for this new year. I hope you guys enjoyed the bike build section of this video. Let's get some nice B-roll shots and let's test this thing out. I hope you enjoy. Oh yeah, also shout out to Peep Game. They hooked me up with the drip over in Vegas. Shout out to Steve-O, the boy. And with that, I think we're gonna wrap up this year's bike build for 2024. I hope we'll be able to make another one next year, but hey, if I don't need to change parts, I don't need to change parts. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, especially if you made it this far. I really hope you enjoyed. Once again, if you did, let me know by leaving a like, leave a comment, share the video around. Make sure you're subscribed if you haven't already. Real quick, a huge shout out to Cosmic Steez, Yana Kaminsky, A Horse Running, Jet, Jan Chocolate, and Soul Air Flare. Those are the current channel members, and their support really does mean a lot. If you want to join these guys, get a shout out in my longer videos, help support the channel in a bigger way, get access to exclusive members only videos every now and then, you can go down there, click the join button. Tiers start as low as $3. Or if you don't want to join a membership, there's also the super thanks button down there. It's like a little tip jar, one-time thing. But I'm done being a tool. I just want to thank you guys for all the love and support you've shown me all this year. It really does mean a lot. This is one of the years where I really felt it the most. I'm very appreciative of you guys. I couldn't do this at all without you guys. I love you, sons of bitches. Thank you guys once again so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.